How we doing, nation? I just wanted to remind you about something new going on here on the channel. We have our first Instagram page. It's called Cody's Card Closet. You can find it in the description below, or you can search Instagram for Cody's Card Closet. It's going to feature cards that you see right here on the channel. It's going to show off some more of my personal autograph collection, so you can check that out. It's also going to have some cards that are available for purchase, so then people who follow the page can get cards for a more reasonable price than they'd be able to on eBay with the fees that are found over there. And it'll help me out as well and help grow the channel. So make sure you go check out Instagram, Cody's Card Closet. Now on with the rest of the video. How we doing, nation? I am taking part in the Jabs Family MLB The Show 20 challenge. If you haven't seen it yet, he got a hanger box, opened it up, and made a team in MLB The Show based on who he pulled from a hanger and put that through a season in franchise mode to see if he could win the World Series. He used a Series 1, which had 67 cards. This one's opening day, it only has 40. So we're going to take this and again see what we can do, put it in MLB The Show, and push it through and see what happens. So if you want to do the challenge as well, Jabs Family MLB The Show Challenge, make a video. You can label it that, and I'll be looking for them as well. You can tag me in the comments in your video or in the description, and I'd be happy to check it out and see how your team does. So let's get right to it. As far as this goes as well, old players you can't use. Live series rosters only. So if I pull Springer, Sprung, Sandy Koufax, any of those people, I can't use them. Team cards you can't use as well. It has to be an individual player card. And hopefully I'll be able to get close to finishing my opening day set as well as I do this. Anthony Rizzo. Okay, that's a good play at first base. Liam Hendricks. Okay, pretty good closer. We have Gurriel. He might make the team as well. I don't know if he can play any other positions in MLB The Show. So he may be on the bench. Shohei Ohtani, that's a good one to get. He can pitch. I can DH him as well. Sean Murphy. Okay, he's looking like my catcher right now. Orlando Arcia, shortstop. Max Fried. Okay, we need to fill out the rotation. Ahmed Rosario, I'd probably start over Arcia. We got Merrill Kelly. JD Martinez, that's a good one to play in the outfield. Max Muncy. Okay, right now I'll play him at second base. Shane Bieber, he's looking like the ace of our team. Ramon Laureano, I'm happy about. Love getting a good defensive center fielder who can hit a little bit. Tommy La Stella, good utility guy. We got Nico Horner, who may or may not make the team. He has Monty Grandal, really good catcher. We got Freddie Freeman. He'll definitely be on the team as a first baseman. Dominic Smith probably won't make the cut. We got Matt Chapman, and this is good as well. This is the blue opening day parallel, which I really love getting these. He will probably be our third baseman. We have an opening day for the Dodgers and an opening day for the Marlins. We have a Spring Has Sprung, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got a shot at being on the team with third base. The Pirate Parrot, I'm happy about this. This is a mascot that I needed still. Jose Barrios will make the team. Giancarlo Stanton. Matt Olson. We have a lot of options at first base. Catcher as well. I will, when I'm going through and making the team, I will go through and look at their MLB The Show ratings and use that to determine who makes the team. Manny Machado, especially when I'm looking at third baseman. There's a lot with outfielders, shortstops. Lindor's going to be a good one. Moncada's looking like he probably won't make the team. Michael Chavis, Javi Baez, Austin Meadows, Whit Merrifield, Nick Solak, Mike Moustakas, Ozzie Albies, and DJ LeMahieu. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of options when it comes to how this team's going to look. I think the offense is going to be nasty. I don't know about the pitching. We got, I think, one relief pitcher. And then we didn't get a whole lot as far as the offense goes, or as far as the starting rotation. So what I'm going to do, so I don't have an unfair advantage, is I'm going to take the worst rated team in MLB The Show. I'm not sure if that's the Tigers, the Marlins, the Orioles, but that's going to be the team I'm going to use. I'm going to force trades to get the players I've picked out of here onto my team. And then, since I had, I think, one relief pitcher that I pulled out of here, he'll go in as my closer, and the rest of the bullpen, I'll use that current team. So I'm not at an unfair advantage there, and we'll see how it goes. So the rules have been laid out. Now let's move over and see what the team looks like. Okay, so we have our roster. We took the Baltimore Orioles. I said we were going to take the worst ranked team in baseball. And the Orioles are still ranked 30th. The Tigers are 29th with the live series rosters. So one thing when we go in here, I already brought the players from our opening day pack in here. You'll notice that for a lot of them, their ratings have gone down a couple points, just because their morale has gone down playing for the Orioles, unfortunately. But what we have here is you'll see all the players. Our offense looks like it's going to be really good. You can see against righties, we've got Merrifield, Lindor, Freeman, Martinez, Stanton, Chapman, Meadows, Grandal, and Laureano. So really good. You'll notice against lefties it does change. Albies gets in there. LeMahieu gets in to play first base. Javi Baez is in at shortstop. Manny Machado is at third. Just trying to put them in the best position they can be in to be successful. You will notice our pitching rotation does struggle a little bit, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that very few relief pitchers have cards, and the only one we pulled was Liam Hendriks. So there's our rotation. And our bullpen is basically the Orioles bullpen with Liam Hendriks in to close it out. But hopefully our offense is going to do enough that we won't have to rely on the bullpen a whole lot. So basically what we're going to go in is just simulate the season. We're going to check out at the All-Star break, kind of see how they're doing statistically. Okay, so we're here at the All-Star break. As you can see, we're 57-40. And you can see as we look back through a couple months, we put up a lot of runs. You can see here against the White Sox, 23-2 and 15-1. That's what you have when you have an all-star hitting lineup. I do want to look and see kind of how they're doing statistically. LeMahieu, Laureano, Martinez. You will see the computers changed around the batting order for some of these guys. That's fine with me. Basically just want the same players in there. And some of them have struggled a little bit, but you're getting few at-bats. Muncy with just 4 at-bats. Freddie Freeman's hit a lot. Cervelli somehow is on the team now. Merrifield batting just .217. Ozzie Albies with 7 RBI. Well, let's look at the pitching rotation. Bieber, really good year. There's Shohei Ohtani, Velasquez, Lorenzen. Armstrong pitching pretty well. These Orioles relievers aren't doing half bad. They ended up with Luke Jackson. The bullpen, the computer went in and was able to make some trades. And then Liam Hendriks doing really well. So we'll go through the rest of the season and see where we end up if we're going to win the East, make the playoffs. Okay, and we're back to finish out the second half and see if we can close in and try and win the division. Somehow we are actually trailing the Yankees, which is hard to believe when you look at how strong our offense is. We're actually ranked first. The Yankees are ranked second. So we'll see if we can run them down. We're 4 games back. We are tied for the lead in the wild card race. So no guarantee we even make the playoffs with this kind of super team we got out opening day. So we'll see what happens. We'll simulate through the end of the season. I'm also apologize if my audio was a little off in the first half. I hadn't turned off the music from MLB The Show and was getting commentary in my headset as I was trying to record with my voice at the same time. So it was difficult to kind of record me and hear the commentator all at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and sub through the rest of this, and we'll be back towards the end of the season, and when you can get your update to see how we did in this MLB The Show challenge. Okay, and as you'll see, the Orioles actually went on a run towards the end of the season, won the division, take on the wild card winner. So you can see through September, kind of went on a tear late, handled the Yankees pretty well, also handled the Astros, the Angels. Were able to do business against the teams at the bottom, the Tigers, the Rangers, multiple times to kind of close in. So 105 and 57, really impressive. Let's see, here's the playoff standings. Houston will play the Yankees in the wild card game. Minnesota and the Angels on the other side. Then you got the Reds versus the Nationals. The Dodgers had the best record in the National League. And the Padres playing the Phillies in the wild card. So let's look at our statistics here. We have Whit Merrifield still just 227. Good year from DJ LeMahieu. JD Martinez just 14 homers. That's surprising. 324 average from Austin Meadows is really good. Good season from Lindor. Really nice season from Javi Baez. 264 out of Chapman's a little surprising. Manny Machado back in an Orioles uniform at 286. Pretty good season for Grandal by catcher standards. I'm surprised the team didn't hit as many home runs as I expected. Ozzie Albies, poor year, but he didn't get a whole lot of playtime. I noticed the computer traded for Josh Bell around the trade deadline. I'm not sure why exactly. Especially with, Matt Chapman's playing first base now. So I'm not 100% sure why Freddie Freeman isn't playing. The computer does some crazy things. But the opening day box did not disappoint us in the regular season. So we'll see how they do in the playoffs. Shane Bieber with a really good season, 18-3. Barrios, Shohei Ohtani, ERA at 4. A lot of strikeouts for innings pitched. Victor Velasquez is in the rotation now, as is Michael Lorenzen, Armstrong, Drake. Richard Blyer did fairly well. And Liam Hendricks, the only relief pitcher we pulled out of the opening day box. Really solid. So I'm curious as to why some of the guys that we had as pitchers aren't pitching. Let's see, Stanton, 41 homers. Okay, he's on the DL or IL, and then Ryland Bannon. So I'm not actually sure where some of these guys went to, because we had some pretty solid players. Well, Muncy is down in AAA, as is Trey Mancini. So that explains that. I'm just not 100% sure what happened to some of our pitchers. Why all of a sudden we're looking at having some of the guys in the rotation that weren't in the rotation when the year started. But I'm assuming we must have traded Max Fried in part of one of those deals that got us either Cervelli or Bell or one of those guys. So now let's move on to the playoffs. We'll see if we can bring home the World Series and win this MLB The Show challenge. So we're going to be playing the Yankees, Severino versus Bieber. And we lost Merrifield, but we did win the game. So then we have Barrios versus Paxton, another win. And Ohtani versus Garrett Cole. Loss, Velasquez versus Montgomery. Another loss, and Michael Lorenzen versus Severino. And the Orioles have been eliminated. So you can see 9-3, 7-1, 6-0. The pitching did come back to bite us there.
I potentially could have gone in at quick managed and put in one of our other pitchers, gone back to a Beaver or a Barrios, but I let the computer handle it. That's part of what this MLB The Show challenge is. And the Orioles just couldn't get it done, falling in the ALDS. So we'll sim through the end, and the Dodgers beat the Twins in the 2020 World Series. So the drought ends for the Dodgers here in this simulated season, and we weren't able to get it done. But if you were able to take this challenge or want to take the challenge, I'd love to see how you do. Just open up a hanger pack of your choice, see what cards you get in there, whatever cards you had, you can use to make a team in MLB The Show and try and take that team to a World Series victory. I'll be looking for those. Make sure you can tag me in your comment or in the description. Let me know that you have the video. I'll come over and check it out. And I look forward to seeing what you all can put up there. Best of luck. Hope you can win the World Series, because my team certainly could not.